how to turn this to this. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.
Come on, I gotta get my hair done.
Okay, go. Hey, YouTube, what's up, y'all? Okay. So we're here with a new YouTube video. But before we get started, I got a special something to show y'all. Let me show y'all my son. Hey. This is my boy right here. It's a little game changer. Say what's up. Oh, there we go. Say what's up to little game changer, y'all. You ready to get out? Say, I'm gonna be in this YouTube in the background with my daddy. But yeah, so I'm on daddy duty today. We about to get this YouTube video started. We got I think a 3 or 4 month wolf. I'm about to cut. So y'all stay tuned. About to turn up. Game changer. All right, so get my man's here. Tell the camera your name, bro. Tell him.
Daylon Denies.
Daylon Denies. Okay. What we here for, bro? What are we doing here, bro?
I've been wolfing for like 3 months now.
Okay. So like, what does that mean? For like 3 months. What does that mean?
Basically
3 months plus or?
3 months plus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 3 months?
Yeah. So he about to go ahead and get me right. He been cutting my hair for like 3 years now.
Okay.
So
3 years.
Best barber in Texas for sure.
The world, but nah, I
Sure.
appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that for real. Nah, man, you know, I'm just trying to.
Y'all barbers gotta stop stealing his stuff, man. For real.
What you mean stealing? I'm confused.
I mean, you pioneered most of the cuts and stuff. You know, all this social media stuff. You know, they be throwing subliminals, so.
I noticed that, but
it's all good. It's
yeah,
all good.
To keep it cool, I wouldn't say they steal. I just think people commandeer your techniques and not say that they came from you, which is okay. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah. Forrest Gump told us that. But yeah, so you ready to show him this wolf, bro?
For sure.
Let's show it to him. Okay, we gonna go take that thing out. You wanna take it off or? Okay, do your thing. Okay. See. Okay, you ready? You cutting yours off too, son? If mama ain't gonna try. Oh, we might have us something here. Okay. Horsehair whooper too. I like that. Let me see. Nice shine, nice sheen, a luster to it. You definitely, you've been putting that work in, sir. With that brush, I can say that for sure. Oh yeah. Oh, definitely nice look. Nice strong pattern. Alright, so a few things I want to point out that we're going to work through is thinner edges. We can always comb those out and fade them in the core. You get a low taper, correct? Alright. Back here is not as bad. He has a great full texture of hair here, very dense. A little thinner up in here, but we still want to keep that taper low, keep his progress. See, kind of the progress line is kind of up in here. So that's why his do-rag lays as well. So we're going to be able to knock a lot of this down. Edges are stronger on this side, but if you still notice, we have a little bit of thin space in here. So instead of pushing back, we want to keep as much of this as possible. So I'll show you guys ways to work around that. And other than that, let's get to it. But yeah, mainly this part is going to be a good side we can look at and study, all right? Okay, so welcome back, you guys. Today we have a great YouTube tutorial. Along with being great, it's also a fun one. I had some really funny, cute bonus clips at the end for you guys, except for my son. First haircut, potentially. But this video, what makes it so informative is that we're actually learning how to deal with it. It's a lot to deal with in this haircut. We have multiple growth patterns in one area, thin spots, thin edge ups. It's so much that I'm going to show you guys how to work around, how to work through. This is a great tutorial for all of these things. So that was one reason why I really wanted to get this thing. This is my boy D. He's a waver. He's been waving. He's been woofing for about 3.5 months. But I have a little snippet. I want to show you my magic trick. So I'll be back in a second. All right. So yeah, before we start this YouTube video, I wasn't gonna pull my magic out for a while now, but I guess I gotta go ahead and use it now so that people can click on the video for thumbnail purposes, and also so that you can see the transition of how much hair I actually cut off. I'm gonna go ahead and change his hair color real quick. So when I clap, his hair color gonna change. So yeah, so now that I made his hair blue, let's get to cutting. Come on now. Are you not impressed? Come on, that's magic. Only thing more magical than that in this video is how this cut turns out. So you guys watch, let's get to it. So now I'm cutting with the 1.5 on my magic clip closed. Remember that because it's gonna come back into play pretty soon. So I cut it down. See those waves already starting to formulate. Like I said, the blue is gonna show you how much I actually cut off. So look at the area that's still blue after I brush out that the blue dye. You'll see his hair was really thick. He's what I call a coarse hair wave. Now, I noticed in the comments people take the word coarse hair negative. There's nothing wrong with the word coarse. That's a beautiful texture of hair. My daughters have coarse hair. It's just a thicker, stronger grade of hair. It can be resistant to, it dries out faster. Okay, so coarse hair is not bad. It just requires more maintenance. To those who yield great power, it requires great responsibility. All right, so now back to, look at those waves pop straight through. He maintains his hair well. Now I'm cutting with the 1.5. I'm very careful as I cut his hair down though, because he has quite a bit of thin spots. If you look at that front, if you look at the corner of his edge up, you see a thin area there. He has thin areas in the back of his head, which he also has multiple growth patterns. A growth pattern is the direction in which your hair grows. So the majority of his hair right there where I'm at grows down at an angle towards his ear right there, towards his edge up on the top. Now in the back, it grows towards the side, it goes down, it grows the opposite way down. Okay, so I have to remember that. So as I'm cutting the area, I'll transition the lever on the clippers open. The reason why I cut the different growth patterns open is because I need to leave more hair there so that I can pinpoint notch hit those areas. Notch hitting is when I cut one area with the edge of the clip. Okay? And I'll also, if you know, you'll notice when I get to the other side, I'm going to open that 1.5 up, open the lever, which is on the side of the clipper. I'll open that lever up as well because behind his ear, he has a big thin spot. And he also has a thin spot on his edge up. So I have to make sure that I leave more hair in those areas. A big tip when you're cutting people with thinner spots, the way you make those thin spots blend very well is that you leave more hair there. Now, people don't realize when I finish this cut, when I clean it up, when I finalize the haircut, those areas aren't going to stand out much anyway because a finished, fully detailed haircut hides or gives the illusion that those thin spots don't exist. Okay, you look there on the nape of his neck, he has a thin spot. Now right there behind his ear, I transition the lever open with my pinky because see right there, thin spot. Also on the edge up as well. I pull the air down, stretch the skin, see thin spot. You can see that. That's not because of the way I'm cutting, it's just his hair is thinner. When a client woofs, the thicker hair around that region, it actually hides or coats those thin areas. But when you cut that hair down, it kind of stands out. But as I fade, I'll show you guys great methods on how to actually transition all of that, or hide all of that. Now I'm using a warm rag to get rid of the dye, but also to lay the hair down. He has multiple growth patterns. So that what that warm rag does, it lays that hair down so I can actually brush and manipulate the hair into the growth pattern the way that it grows. Warm water opens up those cuticles of the hair, the outermost layer of the hair shaft. And now I can manipulate it with a brush or a comb. Manipulation means to make it do what I need for it to do. So in that sense, I need to manipulate the hair. Now let's get started with the fade. I'm long-winded, but I think those information I feel like you guys should know. I'm creating a primary line. Primary is my first line, which actually blends the hair, the scalp, which is the bald area, to the hair. I'm creating my secondary line now. Secondary actually is the mediary between those two areas, okay? So I comb. Initially, I'm going to use my comb so I can spread the hair. The comb spreads and opens up the hair. He puts it in different lanes and gaps, which helps me fade it easy. I'm very light with the stroke. As you can see with my top thumb, I'm stretching the skin. I'm pulling it up to give myself a larger workspace. He's getting a low taper and I have a small area to work with. So what I do is I extend that work area by stretching the skin. I mean, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm in my bag today. I'm teaching. Now I debulk. He has thin areas, so I want to be careful, but I still have to debulk because he's a waver. His hair's thick, it's clumped together. The waves are clump curls. Now, I debulk, then I take my 1.5, I stretch the skin. Now I'm brushing to manipulate those waves again. After debulking with the 1.5, you can watch one of my YouTube videos for a full definition of debulking, or I'll go up later in the video. Now I take my 1 on my magic clip and I debulk as well. I still stretch that skin. I cannot stretch the value of stretching skin more. It gives you a greater workspace, less likely chance that you will mess up. And I'm also using the corner of that clipper as well. As you can see, I'm notching. Notching is when I'm hitting specific areas. Pop, 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 pop. Okay? Slow stroking is when I actually take larger strokes. And like, see right there, I'm more of a slow stroke, but I'm hitting certain areas. Okay? Now I'm using the brush because I need to manipulate those curls and lay that wave pattern down to see how it's going to look when I'm actually done with the fade. Okay? So you guys watch while she's taking these. I had to get all that out so that you can understand what's going on. And I'll see you soon. Okay, so now if you watch here, this is like a tiger claw method. I've been doing this in my YouTube videos from the beginning of time, but what that method does is a form of debulking as well. It actually spreads the hair for you, and it also takes down that bulk, okay? What makes cutting waves difficult at times for some barbers is that waves, like I said, they're clumped together curls. And although they give a unified, beautiful look, they also are difficult because you can easily gap. The way you gap someone is you take off too much hair, or you take off a chunk of hair in a small region that's not supposed to be taken off. Now, waves, if they're left stretched, that's what happens. Oh, now here you go. See, now I'm laying my surface down, debulking. Again, the reason I'm doing it there because there's a significant difference between the thickness in his hair. Sorry about that blurriness. At the nape right there of his neck, and where the occipital bone is. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to kind of blend those two areas. See, look how thin his hair is down there. And there's a lot of different growth patterns. But what I'm going to do, keep the same techniques. It's not going to affect his waves. I put one line in, then I'm going to stretch the skin, make my secondary line. And you can notice at the top of my secondary line, there's going to be an extremely bulky area. And what I want to do, I'll show you some techniques when it's time for that, when it comes to that. So you guys watch. Same techniques I did on the side, I'm going to do in the back. And as for these different growth patterns, you're just going to maneuver your clippers to the way the hair grows. Secondary line, I'm loose on the clipper. I'm not holding it aggressively. Light hold. And I comb. And I'm actually just working that secondary line. All right, so I'll see you guys soon. So when it comes to fading the region of the hair with different growth patterns, you look at the corner. I'm using the corner of that clipper so much so I can slightly tilt that blade. Look at that. I want to work small areas, okay? And I just barely tap. Use the edge, boom, tilt right there, turn, boom. Adjust that lever, stretch the skin. That thin area never affects me or makes me nervous because I know that my debulking technique can always conquer that, okay? So I'll debulk, and I come back to my masters and debulk but just debulk, okay? That will save you. I'm using my 1.5, 2. I'll rotate between those two guards. And now I come with my 1, and I just start to work the region. So you guys watch. I already told you what I need to tell you. So I'll be back when it's time for that job, all right? Study the techniques in my hand placement. So whenever you're edging a client at the back of the neck and their hair pattern grows inward towards the middle of the head, it's so hard to get a crisp line on that, because usually when the hair pattern goes out, it's easier to get that crunch, like the front edge up. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to be too aggressive. See, I'm still light with the tap, and because when you press in really hard thinking that it'll make a stronger edge, you're actually going to burn the neck. Take your time, be light with the clipper, and just slowly work that in. See, just take my time, and I'll get a smooth, nice crunch look. This side is not as bad because the growth patterns towards the outside, which is what I need to get a sharper look, but it's okay. It's going to be smooth. Sometimes just the growth patterns, it is what it is. That doesn't mean that you push it in more just to make it sharper. You're just going to make it look worse when it grows back. So take your time, learn the person's growth pattern, okay? I'll see you guys. So I just want to make sure that was a note that I wanted to make sure you guys knew. Okay, so now I'm not going to show you the full taper on this side, but I want to show you how to deal with thin areas behind the ear, right there and right there. So now I'm just going to do more debulking. I don't want to interrupt his waves. I know he's big on, he whooped for 3 months, so I don't want to take it away, but at the same time, I need to make this blend. So the way I hide that is I debulk more. It's that easy. But in a pattern, I debulk certain areas. I'll debulk the area between the two thin spots right there, and I'll debulk up there on the edge up. So instead of me debulking this whole area, I'll debulk specific spots. So that way, right, look at that tiger claw, boom, pull it down right there, pull it down right there. So now I'm making that transition smoother. And then once I edge them up, it'll all blend. But you see how that blends in more? And I'll hit that area, a little more. I'll work it. So I'll continually work those spots. But I just want to show you, that's how you actually work those thin areas. Okay, so now the fade looking good. Let's get a nice edge up. Okay, so what I want to do is, the reason why, I'm using a massive amount of gel, a large amount of gel. The reason why, because the gel is weighted. The gel is a thick mass. When I lay it on the hair, because he does have coarse, thick hair, it's going to put pressure and lay that hair down, so that way it doesn't curl or relapse as I try to edge him. The worst thing you can do or have while you're trying to edge someone up is hair that's curling back, because now you got to keep brushing and combing it down. All right, so when I weigh the hair down, it makes my job easier. Boom. Now pulling all the baby hairs off, I'm gonna come back with my edgers, comb over the edge up, and get the hair that overlaps. Okay? Hope that made sense to you guys. See, I'm edging in, I'm hitting the perimeter, then I'll come back after I edge the front, use the comb the hair over, use my edges to get the hairs that hang over. All right? See, look, weighted gel, I'll massage it in. I just work the area, okay? See you guys soon. Now this side of the edge up, he has a thin edge up, and that's when you have a client consultation. I don't believe in pushing edge up back, but some clients really prefer that it's super sharp. He preferred it. He really just let me do my thing, but so that in that case, I like to keep it natural. I understand that it may be a little lighter, but it'll also be much smoother. Sometimes when you push the edge up back, it can be so dramatic, and that's never my style. You'll see at the end that it came out really great. But I kept the edge up nice, smooth. I edged those natural hairs up. I'll go back and refade in some of those spots so it don't look as bulky, but I kept it natural, as you guys can see there. So I'm gonna show you some clips on how I did the beard as well, so you guys can watch me finish up this side, and I'll be back soon. So I've been getting a lot of requests to do beard, tutorials. So I'll do a full tutorial on the beard, but until I get around to that, I'll actually show you me fading in this beard and me edging it up. I'll give you an up close, more in detail tutorial I'll give you up close and more detail when I do a full tutorial. But I just want to, keep that. I want to keep that beard nice and smooth. I believe in fading beards in. Take my time. I'm light on the fade so that way I don't chunk it, because I'm actually fading against the grain, and that can be more difficult, especially on the beard. You want to keep it medium high so I can take off some of that new growth, but not all. And you see, boom, 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 I'm hitting that area because I'm knocking off those longer hairs that'll curl up over the perimeter that I edge up. I'll go into more detail on the tutorial. So you guys watch. This came out really, really smooth. So I'll show you the cleanup, and then I got the bonus footage that you need. So you guys continue to watch. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss. A lot of people. Okay, so it's starting to look good. Look at that fade, the transition, the waves. Whew. Now, the finalization of the haircut. I hit all those extended roach legs off. You can put some holding spray. You can put some spritz. Spritz, I think it has alcohol. I don't know. But I like to use holding spray. Or you don't have to use anything. And I just hit those hairs that stick up. It just gives it a finalized look. Man, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. You can continue to watch the end footage. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, stick around for them bonus footages. That bonus footage. You guys, thank you so much. I appreciate every last one of you. All right. Comment and let me know what you think. You look like your mama right now.
You put it on his head, you gonna open up a whole...
You gonna leave me?
Man.
You can't leave me.
It's gonna be some shit.
You gonna leave me?
Lie to you.
You can't leave me, so it don't matter. Just be mad in for like a month, 2 months, 3 years.
No.
Comment.
Can you come on? I gotta get my hair done.
Babe, what do you think? I'm here.
Don't put the clippers on his head.
Is this first haircut?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Babe, go get your hair done, man.
No,
How
it's
little is
I know, look at him. Who ready for this YouTube video? Dun 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 dun. Game changer, cause the game changer Junior. Look at him. You're so small. Oh, you're cute. Look at this is so cute. You gotta go though. So.
Come on, I gotta get my hair done.
Okay, go. You a haircut? Oh, you chillin'. You are your daddy's son. I just gonna cut it. I'm gonna edge
Okay, please do not do that.
Gotta go get the camera though, son. Get the camera.
I'm gonna punch you right in the
You
stomach.
can't punch with the clippers.
I'm gonna punch you right in the stomach.
He like yeah. He went on.
You come on, I'm waiting.
I'm not gonna. Why are you here?
Are you gonna cut it or no?
No.
Okay. Don't play with me, Devontae.
Okay. Take your phone. That's my phone.
I know.
Hey, hold the clippers on. So.
Why you gonna turn them on and let them hold them?
The next generation. He.
come get your phone back.
I need my phone.
Okay, come get it real quick.
Okay. Come here. Come look. I'm gonna stop messing with your mama. I'm not gonna cut you. Calm down, man.